I hate cameras.
Me too.
Okay. Hello, my dearly respected viewers and friends. That was cheesy, but hi. Obviously, you know I'm Kayla, and this week we're supposed to talk about the history of sporks. I mean, seriously, who doesn't love a good spork? Okay, now, I hate to tell you this, but Austin and Kylie, you were just wrong. Like, that's totally not how sporks started, okay? I'm going to tell you the true history of the spork, and let me tell you, you've never ever heard anything like this before. It's epic. A very long time ago, in a city far, far, far away from here, there lived a young man named Roger Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky, not Tchaikovsky, not the composer. And no, he did not live in America. I don't know why everybody thinks the spork was invented in America. That's just American superiority, and that's wrong. That's wrong. Why? Anyway, Roger was a bright young man. A very, very bright young man. Come to think of it, he was almost a genius. See, Roger loved to cook. Like, loved it. He just loved it, but he also loved to invent. One day, Roger was walking through his city in Russia. He was Russian, not American. And he just came up with this idea. He suddenly thought, why does my whole city only eat with forks and spoons? Why? And you know, for the next several months, he tried to invent a utensil that would do things. I mean, he even tried to borrow chopsticks from the, like, Japanese people, but nobody could grasp them, you know? He tried everything. He tried inventing really odd utensils that had little buttons, and nothing worked. Nothing at all. So, one day he was just sitting in his basement, and there was a giant vat of lava beside him in a boiling pot. Don't ask why, I don't know. He got really mad and just threw a fork and a spoon in there angrily, and he was like, no, no, it's not working. So he just let it sit there for a while, and then he smelled the metal burning, which was nasty. He went over to look at it, and they had welded together in this mysterious new three-pronged object that had a spoon on it. And you know what that object was? This. The spork. But it didn't come up with that name for a while. They called it all these weird Russian names that I'm not going to try to pronounce, but I have them here in this very book. The Real History of Sporks. And then they finally, this is where the Americans come in. This invention got patented all the way to America, and they finally called it the spork. And you know what? Roger was famous. He was very famous until the day that he died because he walked across the street and a truck hit him. But that doesn't really matter right now because he was famous anyway, and he goes down in history even today. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed the history of sporks because it was spectacular and you know it. And I hate to say this, but yeah, Austin and Kylie were just wrong, and Wesley's going to lie to you too and try to tell you that I was lying. Why would I lie to you guys? I mean, just come on, there's no point to lie. I have it in a book. I have it in a book. The history of sporks. And they don't. They're just gonna lie. You can't trust them. Well, I think that's it for today. After this, I'm done talking here. You will get to see the world's greatest tripod, which is better than anything they could have come up with, ever. Hi guys!
Hi.
Okay, so, this is Alexandra.
I'm Alexandra.
We have the most awesome tripod, and we beat you guys totally. I'm gonna show you our tripod now. Okay, ready? Magic wand, yeah, that's my foot. And then we have a Spider-Man football. No. A banana. This hat was on it. We have a pan. Some deodorant.
It's my deodorant.
A Crayola box. Duct tape. A Pokeball. And in the back, a green dog wearing goggles. Just look at that. Look at that right there. How beautiful is that tripod? Keep on being amazing and cool. Keep on being jokes. And I'll see you next week.